Hey, yo, what's up, USA? Good evening, USA. International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man and homie, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Your host with the most, misunderstood only nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, creator, YouTuber, and of course, Queens, New York native, who is also a New York Mets fan from the neck of the woods of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you're now rocking with me by tuning in, listening, streaming, and watching the 407th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with the comfort of my comedy space of my room and, of course, YouTube. And if you miss any episodes that's already been dropped already, please feel free to actually check out those episodes. And and of course be sure to also subscribe to the YouTube channel page alongside with leaving a like and a comment. And of course, don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts, especially a especially 5 stars. Um, it helps grow the show, and of course, it it gives me more confidence to create more content for you folks out there. All right, and and I got a lot, and I got a lineup full of topics for you today. One in particular has to do with an actor who passed away. Um, I'll talk about that in the chatting on the jazz segment, alongside with some other topics. And but first, I hope y'all prepared for the heat wave that's happening tomorrow and Saturday, and there's going to be another one next week from what I saw in the weather forecast while I was watching TV. So just to let you know, y'all be prepared. And if y'all looking for cooling centers and stuff like that, please feel free to go call 311, and they'll give you like a list of cooling centers that's in your neighborhood near you. All right. Make sure you have your water. Make sure you have your um, Gatorade for electrolytes. And if you are working outside, whether you are a delivery driver who are delivering foods like Instacart, um, Uber Eats, of course, Uber drivers. If you are doing delivery like say Amazon, UPS, FedEx, and whatnot, make sure y'all have some water with you during the heat wave because it is going to be brutal. All right. So I just want to put it out there. I hope y'all doing all right this week. Um, what do you say we get into all the action here for some New York some New York transit news actually. But one topic has to do with New Jersey. New Jersey is near New York, by the way, so I count that as transit. So this is going to be the main thing we're going to be getting into the New York Mass Transit Files. Of course, if you're new here, this is where I cover some transit stuff in regards to MTA, New York City Transit, a little bit of nice bus, a little bit of a little bit of New Jersey, a little bit of a little bit of everything. So yeah, so here we go. Okay, let's get into it. Only got two transit topics to talk about, so let's get into it right here. Get those out the way. All right. All right, I'm gonna start off with this. Yes, New Jersey. Let's start with New Jersey right here. All right. According to according to AMNY, the website, here's what's happening here. PATH trains will begin offering a 50% discount to riders with disabilities. Um, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey announced on Monday. Um, the discount rate matches the current program for seniors, which is half off a single one-way PATH fare. PATH fares without discounts start at $3 per trip. Jeez, that's the same fare that the MTA is going to be doing. It's going to be crazy right there. Yep. Of course, the MTA doesn't care. Of course, they don't care. You know what I mean? So it's it's gonna bite them in the ass. Watch. So don't worry. All right. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. All right. The Port Authority said anyone with a qualifying disability is eligible for the discount, including those who are blind or visually impaired, deaf or hard of hearing, have an abundant hold on, an ambulatory disability or loss of extremities, have a cognitive disability, have severe mental illness, or have another physical disability. Hmm. Okay. The agency said it requires, well, actually, yeah, the agency said it requires specific documents to verify eligibility. The application process, um, it already began already. It already began already. So the Port Authority said its board of commissioners approved the discount in December as part of its annual budget for 2025. End quote. We recognize that PATH is an essential part of the daily routines of countless New York and New Jersey residents, and especially so in the disability community where it expands access to jobs, education, and opportunity, said Port Authority Chair Kevin O'Toole. We're proud to work with the advocates and community partners who champion this program, marking another step toward making the PATH system an inclusive and practical option for all. Rick Cotton, Port Authority Executive Director, said that the program will improve accessibility for PATH riders. Removing barriers and increasing accessibility will remain a key focus in our efforts to improve the PATH passenger experience, particularly those who rely on public transit as a lifeline, Cotton said. We are committed to working with the disability community to put in place an application process for this new reduced fare program that is easy and user friendly. How to apply, you ask? Riders can apply for the program by mail or in person which started on June 16th at a PATH station or at the PATH's reduced fare application center at the Journal Square Transportation Center in Jersey City, New Jersey. To apply by mail, applicants need a notarized application, a passport size color photo, a copy of a valid government issued identification, and one accepted form of documentation of their eligibility. Excuse me, their eligible disability. Applicants who are applying in person are encouraged to make an appointment. Port Authority officials said applicants do not have to bring a passport photo or a notarized application. Port Authority officials said that once approved for a reduced fare, riders will be issued a SmartLink card or can use their preferred contactless payment method. The application's instructions and for more information about the program are available online at tapandride.com. That's www.tapandride.com. That's TAPPANDRIDE.com. All right, so we got one more transit news to talk about, and that's this. So, emergency medical service workers are pushing for a safety bill that will protect both patients and first responders. FDNY, which is the Fire Department in New York, EMS Local 2507, is advocating for State Senate Bill S6698, sponsored by State Senator Robert Jackson in Manhattan. The bill will set minimum staffing standards for emergency medical technicians, which is what EMT stands for, and paramedics when responding to 911 emergencies in NYC, which is New York City, or any city in New York with over 1 million people. According to union representatives, the legislation, if passed into law, would close a legal loophole that allows a single EMT or paramedic to respond to medical emergencies, including those at major crime scenes. Oren Barzilay, president of Local 2507, said the change is necessary for patient care and the safety of the city's medical first responders whom he said, are regularly assaulted, mugged, threatened, and face other hazardous conditions in the line of duty. He added that supervisors have often, excuse me, super, he added that supervisors often have to respond to emergencies alone. In quote, EMS is the only first responder group that has supervisors responding on their own to 911 calls. This bill will accomplish two critical things, he said. It will guarantee the safety of our EMS members and supervisors, many of whom work 24 hours on some of the roughest neighborhoods without a partner to watch their back. Parzalay said the bill will ensure better care for patients too. The bill will also ensure better care and safety for our city's citizens by allowing supervisors to provide patient care if they arrive on scene before an EMS ambulance, he said. Currently, New York City protocol mandates that EMS can only provide patient care when there are two paramedics on scene. This corrects that and provides another responding crew if supervisors are the first to arrive. Union representatives said the bill was inspired by FDNY paramedic Allison Russo. No, excuse me, Russo. Allison Russo. No relations to the Russo brothers, by the way. Allison Russo, who was stabbed to death while on duty in Astoria in 2022. Russo, a supervisor, was working alone as she waited for roadside assistance to arrive and repair her FDNY vehicle when the vicious attack occurred. Her killer, Peter Zisopoulos, was found guilty of murder and possession of and weapons possession on May 19th this year. That was stupid. Alison Russo's death is a tragedy, and it is not the first time supervisors have been assaulted, Parzolay said. The bill, which is also sponsored in the legislature by Assemblymember Stacey Pfeiffer Amato of Queens, states that a team of 2 EMTs, 2 paramedics, or a certified supervisor with one of the former would meet staffing standards at 911 emergencies. The bill is a just the bill is a just and equitable measure, and Local 2507 urges that it would be enacted. The union's memo states, according to the state Senate website, the legislation remains in committee with the legislative session scheduled to end on Thursday. All right, so that was your transit news for New York, and of course a little New Jersey and all that other stuff. So, all right, we got some sad news in the entertainment world this week, um, which involves Malcolm Jamal Warner. Now, now, in case you haven't heard, I will get into it in I will get into it right here, chatting all the jazz. The segment of what's trending and what's not trending is what I cover. All right. So let's talk about it. I will go over his accomplishments on TV in a sec. So hang on. Like I said, we got some unfortunate news in the entertainment world. We lost an actor. Um, we lost an actor, and I'll get to it. So, according to the New York Post, new details have emerged surrounding the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner. The Cosby Show star died Sunday at age 54 during a family vacation in Costa Rica. So he died on the 20th of July, not the 21st. So that's so okay. So he died on the 20th of July. Okay, got it. After Warner's accidental drowning, Player Grande. Oh shit, sorry. Wait, hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, after Warner's accidental drowning, Player Grande lifeguards claimed they were not present on the beach when the incident occurred due to lack of resources. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Before I keep going, I want to say something here. Let me say something right here. I've seen TV shows like Baywatch and other TV shows where they have lifeguards, right? Lifeguards are supposed to inform people in terms of the rip currents. The rip currents are dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And and in quote, we deeply regret the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner at Playa Grande. He was swept away by a strong rip current and died by drowning, Costa Rica's Volunteer Lifeguard Association Caribbean Guard said in a statement on Monday via Facebook. End quote. It all happened very quickly, and although there were people on the beach who entered the water to rescue him, they did not arrive in time. He was pulled from underwater without vital signs, and despite CPR maneuvers being performed on the beach, resuscitation was unsuccessful, the message read. Wow. 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 When it comes to shit like this, it's devastating. Yeah. Um, let me see. Let's see. The guard explained that Playa Grande is well known by local surfers and is one of their most challenging beaches. The statement added that there are signs placed along the beach in both Spanish and English, warning of the danger of death due to drowning. The guard shared they had patrolled there over the past few years, but not at the time of Warner's death. Due to recent aquatic aquatic incidents in Player um, um, Negra, we had redirected resources there and to Chiquita, another iconic beach known for its strong currents. The statement noted. The social media post included a message addressed to Costa Rica President Rodrigo Chavez Robles and the government. From Caribbean Guard, a volunteer lifeguard association, we make an urgent appeal to the president of the nation, the national government, the municipality of Talamanca, and the entire Caribbean community to continue joining forces to minimize this problem, which sadly is on the rise across the entire country, the message said. We do everything within our reach, the statement concluded. We have saved numerous lives in recent years, and if Caribbean Guard didn't exist, the number of drownings would be counted in dozens. We give everything we have to minimize the risk, but without help from the government, clear public policies, and strong support from local business owners, this will continue to happen. Okay, this is understandable. This is understandable about resources. Yeah. Um, Warner drowned while swimming um, near Coke near Cocles after allegedly being caught by a high current. The incident occurred on Sunday between 2 and 2:30 p.m. local time. Yeah, so July 20th. Monday. On Monday, Costa Rican National Police told the Post that bystanders had pulled Warner from the water and had taken him to shore. The Costa Rica Red Cross made revival efforts, but the attempts were unsuccessful. Warner's body was transported to the morgue at San um, Joaquin de Flores for an autopsy. His cause of death is listed as asphyxiation, as asphyxiation, by submersion. The Judicial Investigation Agency also confirmed the events that took place. The victim appears to have entered the sea and was apparently swept away by a current, they told people. The main the man was rescued by bystanders and taken to shore, where he received treatment from the Costa Rican Red Cross. However, he was declared lifeless at the scene. Warner rose to fame playing Theodore Huxtable, the son of Bill Cosby's Cliff Huxtable in the Cosby Show. The sitcom ran on NBC for 8 seasons from 1984 to 1992. Um, Warner auditioned for the role of Theo on the last day of the show's nationwide search, and Cosby, age 88, selected him, according to Variety. Warner garnered a 1986 Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in the Comedy Series. In 2021, Warner spoke with the Post about the legacy of the series after Cosby's sexual assault conviction. End quote. He said, I can understand why people can't watch the show and enjoy it because of everything that's going on now, he said. But I think there's a generation of young people who have pursued higher education or have started loving families because of the influence of that show. So it's kind of like you can't discount its impact on television culture and American culture, Warner added. After Warner's run on The Cosby Show, he starred in the UPN sitcom Malcolm and Eddie alongside Eddie Griffin from 1996 to 2000. Warner then played Dr. Alex Reed on the BET sitcom Read Between the Lines from 2011 to 2015. He also starred as Dr. A.J. Austin on Fox's The Resident alongside um, Shizuki Shizucre, Matt Shizucre, and Emily Van Camp from 2018 to 2023. Many stars have reacted to the news of Warner's passing, of course, including Raven Simone. Um, on Monday, Cosby's rep Andrew Wyatt told the Post that the actor spoke to Felicia Rashad today, and they reminisced about Malcolm. Wyatt added that Cosby, who just celebrated his 88th birthday, feels like everybody's leaving. The comedian told his rep, "While I was their TV dad, I never stopped being a father to them." Cosby also related Warner's death to losing his own son, Ennis Cosby, who was murdered in 1997 at the age of 27. Ennis was fatally shot during an attempted robbery while changing his flat tire on a Los Angeles freeway ramp. Hearing the news reminded him of the same call he received when his son died, Wyatt said of Cosby. Wyatt also shared the touching way Cosby kept his son's memory alive through Warner. He started with The Cosby Show. He was a teenager, he told the Post, adding that Cosby gave Warner his uptight bass named after his only son, excuse me, in 2016, more than 2 decades after their long running sitcom ended. The two actors also spoke recently. He had just done a concert in Minnesota and called Mr. Cosby and talked about it. They spoke all the time. He said Malcolm was changing humanity, Wyatt said. Angela Bassett, who worked with Warner on both American Horror Story and 911, penned on Instagram, when a special soul like Malcolm Jamal Warner leaves us far too soon, words fail to adequately describe the unimaginable grief. Malcolm was more than a gifted actor. He was a longtime friend. He carried the weight of cultural legacy with grace, and he always made space for others to shine. His light will remain in our hearts always, she added. My prayers are with you and yours. Rest in perfect peace until we meet again. Van Camp, for her part, shared a throwback photo of the pair on the set of The Resident. I'm not sure I have the words to express what a gift it was to know you and to work with you. Your thunderous laugh, the bear hugs, our chats about love, family, and life. A true family man with so much integrity and an endless, generous spirit. You walked the way. Hold on, you walked the walk, my friend. The Revenge alum wrote, sending all my love to your beautiful family and all of those who knew you and were close to you beyond heartbroken, she added. Yeah, before I was preparing to actually talk about the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, I was looking into a couple TV shows, a couple TV shows that he did actually. First, I think the last TV show that he did was Alert Missing Persons Unit, and also I was able to tune into Not All Hood podcast, which he was the host. He was the host on there, and the one thing I didn't know about is that he played a producer in the Magic School Bus cartoon years ago, which I had no idea. I had no idea that he was into voice acting and whatnot. I had no idea, but that right there is like one hell of an accomplishment. And some of you may have known him from the interviews that he did on the Breakfast Club and the Hot and Bothered podcast with Melissa Ford, and of course he recently did an interview with Ryan Christopher and Crystal Young from Goodnight New York, which you can see on weeknights at 11 on Fox 5. Check your local listings. And he was featured on TMZ a couple of times though, man, and how the whole podcast thing came about and stuff, and how he was talking about hip hop and the N word and all that other stuff. So yeah, so he wasn't just an actor, man. He was also a family man. He was also a he was also a host of Not All Hood podcast, and I'm pretty sure the co-host of that podcast has um, you know been affected by the loss and everything else. Um so yeah, so sleep in power, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He will be missed, and he will be missed. All the work that he's done, TV wise, and of course the podcast that he did will be remembered for years to come and timeless. And of course, he was also a musician that just that just mentioned in the article. So yeah, so like I said, man, sleep in power. Malcolm Jamal Warner, age 54. Wow. All right. So, um, what's the let's see what else do we have to talk about here, man. Let's see. Um, yeah, Timu and Shein raising prices due to tariffs. Let's get into it right here. This man, this tariff thing has been affecting some people. This tariff shit has been affecting people, and that's a fucking shame, man. That we're going through this right now. Man, we might be facing another sequel of another recession, which is crazy, man. Anyway, and this is from the article of Supply Chain Dive. All right, so what's going on with Shein and Temu is that they announced price increases due to global tariffs and trade rules, according to customer notices posted by both companies. The fast fashion giant said their operating expenses had gone up, and as a result, they would make price adjustments to continue offering products without compromising on quality, per the statement. Despite being rivals with no affiliation, Shein and Temu posted identical messages on their websites apart from each company's respective name. A Shein spokesperson didn't comment beyond the message, and a Temu spokesperson didn't respond to a request for comment. Yeah, this is crazy. And of course, the price increases took effect on April 25th. The companies noted the extent of the cost increases wasn't outlined. Damn, that's a fucking shame, man, that companies have to go through this. And I was actually trying to explain this to my mother that sometimes as you know companies and owners and stuff, like you can't keep everything cheap when it comes to tough times. Sometimes you have to make difficult decisions in raising the prices, whether customers like it or not. I mean, yeah, we know about the eggs and stuff rising, the rising costs and the rent and stuff. We know about that already. It's just in order for you to survive as a business, sometimes you have to make tough calls and then end up raising the prices and shit. You have to, because in order for you to survive, you have to make tough calls and tough decisions, not just to please customers, but to please yourselves as owners of of companies. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just a mind blowing surprise, terrible surprise to be exact, and a disgusting one. Okay. All right, let's take a deep dive into what's going on here. Okay, so hold up. All right, let me see. Where were we? Okay, so here's the dive insight to what's going on and a breakdown behind it actually. So this is crazy. So, in quote, um, we're doing everything we can to keep prices low and minimize the impact on you. Both statements read. Our team is working extra hard to improve efficiency and stay true to our mission to offer great product at affordable prices for everyone. You, U.S. cheese face 47s combined 145% tariffs on imports from China would hit both Shein and Temu because of their supply chains. The company would additionally face blowback from the proposal to end the de minimis exception next month. The provision generally exempts shipments into the U.S. worth less than $800 from additional customs review and duties. Shein and Temu, known for their cheap prices, have benefited from this exemption. An April report from OmniSend found that about 30% of customers will reduce or stop shopping on these marketplaces if costs go up. However, OmniSend's data also suggested that Temu and Shein were already seeing a decline in daily, weekly, monthly, and annually shoppers. Shein and Temu surged to popularity following their respective launches in the US. Both companies have been subject to multiple regulatory challenges, including a U.S. congressional investigation probes in the EU and a ban in Vietnam. Despite consumers reporting a lack of trust in the platforms, they still shop there, according to OmniSend data. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get into the Hip Hop Wires playlist for a sec. Let's get into it. All right, so this is from Hip Hop Wired. Um, all right, so CTRFRSH, our playlist where we share new or at new to you music bi-weekly is back in business with 20 new projects that we hope make it to your rotation. With the return of one of hip hop's dopest duos and emergence of hip hop's streaming king regaining form. There is a lot to choose from this round. And of course, I want to explain how I approach curating the CRTFRSH playlist. Most importantly, I don't segregate my hip hop. Every form of music from the main cultural tree deserves a listen and a look. When I construct the playlist, I want to include all regions across the states and when applicable across the globe. I also want to entertain every fan of hip hop, not just those who enjoy one segment of it. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. All right, a little breakdown to it. So, let's see. The CRTFRSH playlist is a labor of love. We don't take payments, nor do we do favors. We only add joints to our playlist that fit the theme and vision we're going for, and don't seek to waste the listener's time. Further, we don't stick to one lane of hip hop. We believe that all aspects of the music should get some light, whether it's young lions in the trenches or those hoping for that one shot to blow up to grizzled veterans puffing out their chests with lots more to say. This is from DL Chandler, lead curator, CRTFRSH. What's good, Hip Hop Nation, Hip Hop Wired Nation? We need to apologize for the delay in updating, but we're back on schedule. The brothers Thornton, better known as Malice and Pusha T, made a triumphant return with their latest studio album, Let God Sort Them Out. As we've come to expect, the duo wasted little time in reestablishing themselves as two of the best to ever do it. The track Chains and Whips was anticipated considering Kendrick Lamar's blistering anchor performance that may or may not have been directed at a certain Canadian superstar. You be the judge. Rome Streets, one of our favorite acts today, put out a strong body of work with producer conductor Williams. Train Spotting. The track Ricky Bobby shows up on our playlist with the still razor sharp Wu Tang Clan swordsman Method Man, showing and proving why he's celebrated as he is. Drake is currently prepping his new Iceman set. And for anyone wondering if he's moved past the beef, the latest single highlights that he hasn't. On What Did I Miss? Drizzy doesn't name names, but it doesn't take an advanced degree to see where he's trying to take the culture. Jid, who continues to improve year after year despite reaching heights most dream of, is prepping his new album God Does Like Ugly. Damn. And dropped off a quick 5 pack um, um, GDLU, which stands for God Does Like Ugly. That's Prelux. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll look it up later ahead of it. On Animals Part 1, Jitty Jid enlists Eminem for a super technical bar fest that most should have expected. Travis Scott delivered his latest compilation, Jack Boys 2, and after the bars, Pusha T delivered on So Be It. Towards the Texas superstar, it looks like Cactus Jack fired back on the track Champagne and Vacay, which also features Don Tolliver. Scott seems to take a light swipe himself. Light swipe. Hmm. Light swipe himself, eh? Hmm. North Carolina lyricist Mavi linked up with the talented Smino for the track Potluck, which has us wondering when the Miracle Baby artist will deliver a follow up to his stellar Shadowbox album. Salute to the rest of the seats of our CRTFRSH SH playlist guests: Justin Bieber, Cash Cobain, McKinley Dixon, Quell Chris, and Angie Mile Mustard, formerly DJ Mustard, Smoke Dizza, Mike and Keys, TF Pluto, not to be confused with the cartoon. Oh man, uh, IDK, Corday, Rick Ross, and Pharrell Williams, Benny the Butcher, ASAP Rocky, K Side, Chance the Rapper, Lil Wayne, Larry June, Cardo Got Wings, E40, Coda the Friend, Samara Sin, Lupe Fiasco, Troy Tyler, Che Nor, and 7X um 7XVE the Genius. Um of course, you can check it out in 2 weeks. We'll update this playlist with 20 new joints. So there you go, right there. Oh shit, that's funny, man. Wait, I got questions. Wait, wait, are you serious? That can't be a podcast, though, man. Anyway, let's see. Let me see something here. All right, so a little recap to Dochi and what she did. Samsung, with some help from Grammy Award winning artist Dochi, newest and thinnest flagship phone model, C S25. Last night at the Edge NYC, Samsung brought the Swamp to the sky, powered by Galaxy AI, in the celebration of Dochi joining hashtag Team Galaxy and the arrival of the Galaxy S25 Edge smartphone. Hip Hop Wired was among the select group of guests, influencers, and celebrities in attendance for the momentous occasion, which took place high above New York City's impressive skyline. Notable guests in attendance included fashion designer Laquan Smith, Malik McIntyre, Joel Moore Hagan, Jaden Smith, and many more. Before Dochi arrived, guests enjoyed light nights and signature cocktails, while the Swamp Princess, personal vibes provider, um, DJ Miss Milan, kept heads nodding and toes tapping. Eventually, it was time for guests to head outside and live life on the edge, taking in Dochi's groundbreaking performance on the venue's impressive Edge Sky Deck stage, which is literally in the clouds. Dochi didn't disappoint, rocking a puffer trench from White Abyss, paired with earrings from Missona and shoes from Jock Jockmiss, while putting on a short but still groundbreaking performance, belting out her hits like Boiled Peanuts and Denial is a River before exiting the stage. Um, let's see. So it was an epic moment indeed. The lowdown on the Galaxy S25 Edge. As for the Galaxy S25 Edge, it's Samsung's thinnest smartphone, offering yet a measuring 5.8 millimeters in thickness and weighing about 163 grams, while still sporting premium features, making it one of the thinnest smartphones on the market. The thin smartphone features a durable titanium build paired with the latest Corning Gorilla Gorilla Glass um, Corning Gorilla Glass. Oh shit. Ceramic 2. It also features two premium cameras, a 200 MP wide lens, and a 12 MP ultra wide sensor with autofocus, enabling detailed macro photography and nightography. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Under the hood is the powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite mobile platform for Galaxy, which delivers snappy performance, on-device AI processing, and features like the Now Brief and Now Bar. The Galaxy S25 Edge is available now via Samsung's website and your cell phone service provider, and costs $1,099. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, man? $1,099 for a damn phone? Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. That shit is 3 times worse, 3 to 5 times worse than the time the iPhone people who tried to sell a cell phone for more for over $300. $300 for a damn phone is so fucking ridiculous, man. Compared to the Jordans that cost $300, are you fucking kidding me? This is ridiculous. Like seriously, seriously. If I had $1,099, I'm not gonna spend it on no damn phone, man. What is so special about that phone anyway, man? Compared to somebody who's spending money on a damn Birkin bag. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, man. I had to laugh, man. This is so fucking insane, man. You mean to tell me that you would spend $1,099 on a damn Samsung phone? Like, come on, man. People got bills and shit, man. Like, seriously. That that type of price is gonna make people angry. And I don't know, man. I just find it crazy, man. This is so fucking insane, man. When was the last time you ever heard somebody paying $1,099 for a damn expensive phone? I'll wait. Whoever came up with a damn price like that should be hitting the head with a fucking mallet. It's ridiculous, man. That's a heck of a laugh too. Oh my fucking gosh, man. I just had to say I just had to say it though, man. I just had to address this shit though, man, because it's beyond fucking ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. It's fucking insane, man. It really is, man. And you know what? Speaking of technology, man. Speaking of technology, oh my fucking gosh, man. Speaking of technology, man, I want to actually go into hold on a second here. Oh my fucking gosh, man. So this is crazy. This is the craziest shit ever. Oh my gosh. So this is crazy. Um, wait a minute here. All right, wait a minute here. It's wait a minute. Just a second. Oh, okay. All right, let's talk about it though, man, in another segment for Crunch Tech mentions, man. Yeah, and this is this is a company that's into technology, which is Shure, which is Shure. I will gladly break down what this is in the segment of Crunch Tech Mentions. For those of you who are new here, Crunch Tech Mentions is the segment where I go over what's going on in tech news. You know what I mean? And this was an idea that was inspired by Taylor Lorenz, who has Power User podcast. So yeah, I can check that out as well. So yes, here it is. Crunch Tech mentions. Okay, let's break down what Shure is. So, and the benefits behind it actually. So let's get into it right here. So, this is at on their website www.shure.com. Um, all right, y'all can check that out too. Um, And let's talk about the benefits and perks behind this. So, the well-being of Sure Associates is our top priority. We consistently survey best practices and market research to offer our teams competitive and comprehensive packages, comprehensive rewards packages that address physical, mental, financial, and overall well-being. We recognize that it is not only loving that you do every day that's important. We pride ourselves in offering our associates superior and comprehensive rewards packages. Of course, please note that our benefits can vary based on country or region. The local Sure HR or talent acquisition team will share more about the benefits during the interview process. If y'all interested, y'all can apply there as well. Y'all can apply there as well. So now the technology side of things, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this though, man. The technology that they have, let's get into the gadgets that they have here. So superior products for every need. Of course, they have microphones, they have wireless, whatever that is. Wait a minute. They have microphones. Um, let me see. They have they have different models of wireless microphone systems. Um, they got the Microflex Wireless Next 4 and Next 8. That's the wireless microphone system, and GLX D Plus dual band. That's the digital wireless systems. You got they have the Move Mic mobile wireless microphones. They have the BLX wireless microphone system, which is $299. That's crazy money. They got the SLXD wireless microphone system. They have um, they have ancient. Hold on a second. A Axiant digital wireless microphone system. That's AXIENT digital. Um, wait a minute here. They got it. Wait, $2,224. Man, you gotta be kidding me. They have everything, man. They got everything right here. So let's get into right here. So they have they got microflex wireless microphone systems, um, QLXD digital wireless from 900 $973. Damn. They got PGXD digital wireless systems from $379. Microflex wireless next to wireless microphone systems and Microflex complete wireless digital conference systems. Okay. Yeah, they got microphones, they got earphones, in ear monitoring, they got software, they got bundles. Hang on a second. They have bundles. Let me see. Yes. They got bundles. Um Loudspeakers, they got accessories, merchandise. Wait a second. What the hell? Wait, let's show more. Yeah, loudspeakers, merchandise, and accessories. So, um, I'd like to take a look at the. Let's take a look at the mic, the headphones for a sec. Let's take a look at that for a sec, cause, um, yeah, let's take a look at the headphones and the types of headphones that they got. Yo, if anything, I rather get them at a I rather at a I rather get them at a cheaper price though. I think it depends on and how it's built. So yeah, so they got different types of wireless headphones. They have Ionic 50 Gen 2, which is the wireless noise canceling headphones, which is $389. They got the SRH 84 840A professional studio headphones. Um, they got it in they got it in different prices. $169. They have it for $109, $69. They have the SRH 1540. That's the premium closed back headphones for $549. Oh my gosh, man. This is so fucking insane. They have these insane prices, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and I want to take a look at the microphone models that they have too. Let's take a look at the microphone models actually. All right, so they have the Nexodine 2, that's the super card that's the super cardio that's the super cardioid dynamic kick drum microphone. That's going to be $279. That's um Nexodine 5. Nexodine 5, they have the super cardioid dynamic guitar amp microphone for $239. And Nexodine 6, that's the super cardioid. dynamic tom snare microphone for $279. SM39, that's the cardioid singing headset microphone for performing artists, $439. Um, the KSM11 cardioid condenser vocal microphone for $879. MV7i, that's a smart microphone and interface for $389. That's crazy. MV6 USB gaming microphone for $169. SM58 vocal microphone for $109. Wow. Wow. This is crazy, man. This is fucking crazy. So, okay. Okay. So they got some good stuff. They got some good stuff right here, right? For musicians, they got some great stuff for musicians, for vocalists, for podcasters, and for business. Let's take a look at what's for podcasters. So they have the Shure SM7DB dynamic vocal microphone with built-in preamp for $549. MV7 Plus podcast microphone for $299. Um, this one right here is SM7B. That's the vocal microphone for $439, and the MV7X XLR podcast microphone for $199. That's close to $200. All right. All right. All right. So that's pretty much what that is. So yeah. So basically, the benefits of Shure products include superior sound quality, durability and reliability, versatility, innovation, customer support, specific examples, Microflex Wireless, Shure Cloud, and of course, Microflex Complete Wireless. And if y'all want to get in on all the action of these products and stuff, including microphones and other gadgets and stuff, whether you are a musician, whether you are a vocalist, like a singer, a rapper, and whether it's for business, and if you are a host for podcasters and stuff, check out the website that I'm telling you right now, www.shure.com. That's SHURE. All right. And then you're gonna see the US products and stuff. So you're gonna see the US products, and of course categories. Categories, like I said, includes microphones, wireless, earphones, headphones, in-ear monitoring software, mixers, and DSP bundles, loudspeakers, merchandise, and accessories. All right. So let's see. So there you go, right there. Let me see. So there you go. There you go, right there. In other technology news, I want to actually get into this right here. I want to get into this right here, actually. So Bowers and Wilkins, a notable audio products brand that has been in existence since the 1960s, produces some of the finest loudspeakers and Bluetooth audio products in the world. After recently announcing a partnership with the British motorsports team McLaren, Bowers and Wilkins has released the new Pi 8 McLaren Edition Bluetooth headphones. We've experienced Bowers and Wilkins' excellent Pi 5 and Pi 7 S2 in-ear Bluetooth headphones, and we can state firmly that the hardware lives up to the hype. By the way, by way of its solid construction, world-class audio, and exceptional all-day comfort, coupled with strong battery life, we're excited to share the news of the brand's Pi 8 McLaren headphones. The McLaren Pi 8 is equipped with two 12 millimeter carbon cone drivers, offers 24-bit audio connection, 5-band customizable EQ plus true sound mode, Bluetooth 5.4 with with aptX, lossless technology, and active noise cancellation, a feature that is standard across all the in-ear products we've tried from the Bowers and Wilkins brand. Back in March, Bowers and Wilkins and the McLaren automotive team announced that B and double W's is the official audio partner for McLaren, with hopes of bringing fans of F1 racing into the high-end audio space, which I talked about F1, the movie that's in theaters right now. Yeah, if y'all didn't see it, y'all go check it out in theaters right now. We can certainly say without a doubt that from the images, this will be an especially head. Hang on a second. Especially head turning set of headphones with their papaya orange and galvanic gray color stylings. And the amazing functionality will certainly spark some folks to hop aboard and get into all of the offerings put out by Bowers and Wilkins. Um, Giles Pocock. Oh man, Vice President, Vice President of Brand Marketing for Bowers and Wilkins. Oh man, oh, I'm sorry, man. That name threw me off, though, man. That name threw me off. My, oh man, yeah, that name threw me off, though. Ah man. Anyway, anyway. Yeah, Vice President of Brand Marketing for Bowers and Wilkins shared in a statement, "We are thrilled to collaborate with the McLaren team once again. This reimagining of our award-winning earbuds elevates our long-term partnership even further by combining combining the unmistakable design DNA of McLaren with our industry leading audio products to create an attention grabbing version of our Pi 8. We're excited to see how it's received by Bowers and Wilkins and McLaren fans alike. We hope to get our hands on the Pi 8 McLaren Edition headphones very soon, and the product is currently not on the market after a brief pre sale event earlier this month, but it will be dropping very soon. Um, of course, click here to learn all the excuse me, Click here to learn all the nuts and bolts about this exciting release from Bowers and Wilkins. So there you go, right there. Let's see. If there's anything else I need to talk about. If there's anything else I need to talk about, let me see. I guess I could wrap up here, man. I guess I could wrap up here. Um, I guess I could wrap up here. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second here. All right. All right. We're gonna wrap up here, and all right. So here it is. No, this is not it. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Stream choices on the go. This is the segment where I actually inform y'all where you can follow the podcast on every stream on social media platforms and streaming platforms. Um, so here it is. Stream choices on the go. All right, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Bluesky Social, Facebook, Threads, and of course, Instagram. All right. Um, the same goes with my other podcast shows that I do, which is my sports platform, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, and my entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, alongside with myself, your host with the most, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. You can follow me on Threads and Instagram as well. All right, so um, if you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms where you can actually be able to know some streaming platforms. And if you go to the link tree, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms where you can actually listen to the episodes. And like I said in yesterday's episode, when you go to Linktree, you're gonna see the YouTube link on there. All right, it's gonna take you to the page. It's gonna take you to the page where you can. It's gonna take you to the page where you can actually, we can actually, take a look at the page and then subscribe. I'll fill you in on that one as I go over the streaming platforms and stuff. So, um, of course, um, Of course, the show is on Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate 5 stars and leave a review. It'll really help me. It'll really help me grow the show and and have more confidence in myself to create more podcast content, especially the videos, all that great stuff right there. And And yeah, so there you go, right there. Um, we're on Cast. We're on Castbox FM, Diesel Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overall FM Podcast, and of course Pandora, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podcatcher, Podcast Republic, Snip, Spotify. If you have Spotify on your phones, Android phones, iPads, tablets, and all that stuff, even laptops, please feel free to add the podcast to your playlist so that way you can stream and you can listen and stream on Spotify as well. And of course, you can download the episodes as well, which will help as well. So just to let you know right there. And of course, Spotify for creators. You can also comment on there as well as far as like um, your thoughts on today's topics in this episode, and of course, you know, the reflection of Malcolm Jamal Warner as one of the topics who passed away, as I discussed. All right, um, and Fountain. Wait, hold on. We're on TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to your favorite music artists, such as rappers, singers in R&B, and other music genres, and of course, hip hop included. Radio stations, and of course, you can listen to the podcast episodes. You can listen to the podcast episodes for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio. All you need to do is subscribe, follow on iHeartRadio, follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on iHeartRadio and other streaming platforms that I just mentioned, and of course, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel page G Money Stacks 555, and let me add, when you go on Linktree, you're gonna look for the YouTube. You're gonna look for the YouTube section of. You're gonna see subscribe to Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on YouTube. When you click on there, it's gonna take you to the page where you can actually subscribe to the page G Money Stacks 555. Press the notification bell so you'll be notified on when I'll be on the air via live stream for more video podcast episode live streams, including video uploads, so you'll be notified when each video is going to be uploaded to the YouTube channel page. Leave a like and a comment on today's episode topics and other previous topics and previous episodes. In case you missed any of them whatsoever, please feel free to actually tune in and listen. Be sure to catch up. I already talked about the Queens Bus redesign, and on the following episodes, I will be talking about the Brooklyn bus redesign next, which is happening next month. So I will be covering that. So don't worry about that as well. And of course, add the podcast to your Spotify playlist. Like I said, you'll be able to listen to stream while you are in your cars, going to classes, going to work, going to other destinations, other special events, and of course on your way home from work and those destinations and all that stuff to help you take your mind off of stressful events, whether it's work, whether it's classes, finals, whatever it may be, man. And if you're looking for something to cheer you up with relief, you can listen here. You can listen anytime you want, anytime you are free from work and other activities whatsoever. And of course, let me know in the comments how you feel about the topics. You know what I mean? And if you have any topic suggestions you want me to talk about, whatever, of course, feel free to write it down in the YouTube comments section below. Or you can DM me at gmoneystax555 in Queens, New York, or the podcast page, so I will be able to actually grab some idea topics from you folks out there that's listening and stuff. So, and keep in mind, I'm not doing anything political. Okay, I'm not doing any political topics whatsoever. I'm not doing that. All right. But let me be clear on something. Let me be clear on something. I do cover terrible tragedies and stuff, terrible events, whether it's shootings in local neighborhoods, whether it's like the five boroughs, Long Island, or any other states, whether it's flash floods, whatever it may be. But I'm not doing politics, okay? I'm not doing that. So just keep that in mind. Of course, you can share the videos. You can share the Linktree link of the podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work, and of course, like I said, you can enable alerts for more video podcast episode live streams and when I'll be on the air via live stream, and of course, new episodes on every streaming platforms on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I do apologize for not recording on Monday of episode 406. I've been shuffling around the podcast recording schedule because of the Mets games that I have to watch because I have to talk about it on my sports platform. Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. And of course, if you want to know about that, make sure you subscribe to Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast sports YouTube channel page. And of course, subscribe to Meticulous Values podcast, my entertainment review show. I will try my best to actually record the other episodes on the separate platforms of the shows. All right, man. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, and I would like to say thank you to every single one of you for tuning in to the episode, and of course the previous episodes whatsoever. I sort of view in numbers and all that other stuff. So, let's keep it going. And I'm not and let me just say I'm not discouraged about no views or anything like that. These things take time, all right? And let me say this though. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be fucking given to you on a silver platter. Um, you want to be able to find your niche of your talented skills and be able to enjoy what you are creating. Whether you are a podcaster like myself, whatsoever, whether you are a radio personality or whatever projects you're doing, whether it's music, whether it's like you know whether you are doing anything sports related, whatever career dream you are doing, of course be sure to actually you know be sure to have fun with your craft. You know what I mean? It's better to have fun with your craft on an independent basis, so you don't really have to really rely too much on the machine. You feel what I'm saying? And also, I I want to mention this though. If you are looking forward to leveling up on StreamYard, all right. If you whether you are a gamer, whether you are a podcaster like myself, whatsoever, and you're looking forward to leveling up, go to www.streamyard.com. And if you are looking forward to doing that, check out the website. All you need to do is set up an account. You can use your email address or your podcast show email address, so you'll be able to get a $10 discount. All right. Okay, so be on your P's and Q's. Make sure you be yourself behind the microphone while recording podcast episodes. And of course, the topics that you will be covering whatsoever. And of course, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to doing a podcast whatsoever. And I will be bringing back one of the segments, podcast free game mechanisms. I haven't done that. Excuse me. I haven't done that in a long time, so I will bring that back as well in any future episode whatsoever. So I'll bring that back though. If I don't have any more topics to talk about, I'll give y'all some free game podcasting advice. All right. And of course, yeah, be on your P's and Q's creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, that get you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. And yeah, and I want y'all to actually be safe out there. Have your water and Gatorade ready, along with electrolytes and everything else. And if you are the hardworking people out there, whether you are a cop, EMTs, firefighters, whether you are delivery drivers for UPS, FedEx, um, Uber Eats, Instacart, Uber, Lyft, Amazon drivers, and whatever you are doing to help your communities that is underserved. Um, please be careful out there. Be safe, and make sure you have your water and Gatorade with you. And of course, make sure y'all have some food with you, some lunch, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff. All right. And if you are at home, hold on. And if you are at home, make sure you have your central air conditioning or a plug-in air conditioner on deck ready, because we're having another heat wave. It's not just tomorrow and Saturday, but next week as well. So brace yourself. All right. Y'all be safe. Stay safe. Stay liquid. Stay hydrated. Be on your P's and Q's. Do what you love with your craft. Have fun with your craft, especially podcasters, including myself. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is going to come in due time. All right, I'm out of here. I'll be back with another episode with more topics and all that stuff. And if y'all want to know what's going on with the topics that's going to be talked about in the next episode, y'all have to tune in next time. Y'all have to tune in next time, man. Peace and one love. Stay safe there. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody.